Steven Tresario taking his eye off the ball here and focusing on AJ Kirsch instead of a match. He is all in Tresario's head. Now Bison Braddock grabbing him by the beard. Bison Braddock's got Tresario. Oh, vicious dragon knocks Tresario off the apron. Roll up, bridge, hit the ring. Tresario is in shock, but Vicious Dragon is on his way to year 2. Steven Tresario took his eye off the ball.
To be fair, I can't take care of business. I can't stay professional and unbiased calling the action at ringside because you are always in the back of my mind.
I think it's best if I just remove myself from the situation because I'm not sure that I can do anything in the ring. So I'm gonna just remove myself. I'll be back.
That this might be your first show, this would be the reason why Monsieur Kirsch refused himself. Steven Tresario, you challenged me to a match, one-on-one, in that very ring. I accept! Oh my God! Put this in the ring! Put this in the ring! AJ Kirsch with a stunner on Steven Tresario! What are you doing? You're a broadcast! You're a broadcaster! You're a commentator! You can't interfere in these matches!
AJ Kirsch versus Steven Tresario?
the fact that, yeah, the best years of your career are ahead of you. Best years of my career, probably behind me. Which means you have a whole lot more to lose than I do.
Wow, AJ Kirsch accepting the challenge of Steven Tresario at year 2 and giving Steven Tresario a lot to think about. AJ Kirsch steps into the ring for the very first time at Best of the West. He puts the boots back on and he wrestles against Steven Tresario. Finally, this rivalry will come to a head.
Here we are. We made it. 1 day away from the big show. Best of the West's 2-year anniversary. And I'm sorry if I seem a little bit more on edge than normal, but for the last month I really haven't slept. For the last month I really haven't eaten. No, for the last month, the only thing that has consumed me is you. AJ, you see, you got under my skin, but more than that, you actually got inside my head. You have me asking questions that I've never asked before. You have me feeling things that I haven't felt since I got into this business. And after everything that we've seen, after everything that's been done, you, AJ, got me to doubt myself. But you see, tomorrow the questions will be answered. Tomorrow, all of the doubts will be laid to rest. And AJ, we're going to find out exactly what it takes to make you snap.
All right, AGB, we're back. What a video package there highlighting this long feud.
This is one I will say I have been anticipating for some time. Several questions remaining to be answered in this one. Steven Tresario, a major star on the rise. AJ Kirsch, the old guard, coming to defend his territory. And to see what he still has in the tank.
Coming to Mount at 451 degrees, Steven Tresario.
I go so far as to call Tresario exuberant in this moment. This he certainly sees as a moment of triumph. This is a match that he has wanted for a long, long time.
And AGB, the look in this guy's eyes, every time I see this guy, he looks creepier and creepier. But holy crap, tonight this guy looks scarier than he's ever looked. He's determined, he's focused, and he's definitely ready to end the career, possibly, of AJ Kirsch. I really hope it doesn't go that far. I know this guy has been obsessed with him. I've been sitting next to AJ for a few months now, and this feud has gone on long enough. I'm very proud of AJ for doing this and stepping up and basically showing him that, you know what, I'm not afraid of you. I took this role as the announcer at Best of the West, but he shows that he will never back down from a fight. So AJ Kirsch ready to make his basically his in-ring debut at Best of the West and his one and only potential match here. We won't know until AJ decides what he wants to do. So let's get ready to hear the commentary here from Davey Dangerously.
Tresario pacing like a caged animal.
And his opponent from Visalia, California, weighing at 195 pounds, AJ Kirsch.
Well, I feel like one of the major questions heading into this match has already been settled. What kind of physical shape will AJ Kirsch be in? You'll have to give this much to the man. He looks absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, AJ coming in here in tip-top shape. If you follow him on all his social media, you see that this guy's always in the gym. He's always working hard, and he's always motivating others to be better than they were yesterday. So I got a lot of love and respect for AJ. But AGB, I gotta say, Steven Tresario, he's no slouch himself. He's in ridiculously good shape, but on top of that, his mental stability or instability.
There's the bell. Now.
And his mental instability, as I was saying here, look at this, walking face to face with AJ and just snapping his fingers.
I don't think, but
Wait a minute.
That is probably not a smart move, AJ. If you don't let him snap, he'll snap on you.
Oh.
AJ fed up, taking it straight to Tresario. The months of taunting and physical attacks have come to this. These men just laying blows upon each other.
And these guys are, oh my goodness. AJ, this is months in the making here. AJ's been wanting to do this for a while. Checking his forward, make sure he's not bleeding. Oh!
Now, I alluded to it earlier. One of the early questions is what kind of physical shape is AJ Kirsch in? Also, what kind of ring shape? As he drives the throat of Tresario into that barricade. What kind of ring shape will Tresario be in? Does he have the gas tank to make it through a match? We know Tresario's been all over the state, nay, the country now. Tresario has what it takes to go through a war like this, but how long can AJ Kirsch keep it up?
Yeah, AGB, you're pointing out something very, very true there. AJ is in amazing peak physical condition, but in-ring condition is a whole nother animal. No matter how good of shape you are, if you're not in in-ring shape, it will be a one-sided match here. And again, Steven Tresario,
Blisters. He's got blisters on his chest after that one.
Steven Tresario all over. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. AJ,
I'm sorry, Steven. I feel it for you.
Wait a minute, we're going to have one more. Nope. Oh, he psyched us out.
Steven Tresario, I think, is surprised by the AJ Kirsch that he's fighting. For so long, he's accused him of being the old guard here to steal the show for his own purposes. Another. I don't know that he was expecting to find this much fight still left in Kirsch.
And AJ, like I said, oh, look at that. Oh, God, the back slap. That is, I would say, just as bad, if not worse, than getting slapped on the chest.
It's absolutely worse. It's absolutely worse, I would say.
This, up and over. Oh, big body. Oh, whoa, but you see there. Moved out of the way quickly.
Has been watching Steven Tresario as long as he's been in Best of the West on commentary.
Another great maneuver there by AJ. We're gonna go. I was gonna go for another body. Oh no! Wait a minute. Keep an eye. Wait. Hold on a second.
Looks like he had a strange landing. Maybe tweaked his knee or his ankle. Hard to tell. Something in his leg is definitely bothering him.
Oh!
And that allows Tresario to take advantage. Goes quick cover, but only a 2.
Yeah, oh man, this is not looking good. You see referee Wiggles over there.
See, I believe
asking
it's the
if he's
ankle.
okay. Yeah, I think it is the ankle, AGB. You might be right there. And Steven Tresario is stomping a mud hole and walking it dry here. But look, working that leg and the ropes there. Wiggles telling him, get out of there.
Full utilization of that 5 count. Be disqualified at 5 as long as he breaks by 4. He's well within the rules.
And AJ is favoring that ankle.
AJ's not been back to his feet since that drop kick.
Oh!
And now Steven Tresario can go to town, obliterating that ankle. Another quick cover, but only gets a 2 count. Kirsch immediately going back. Looks like he's trying to free that ankle up, get a little more mobility, get some blood flow back in there.
Yeah, he's going to have to do something quick here, AGB. Because
that forearm shot from Tresario, does it knock him out cold? My goodness.
Yeah, AJ is not looking good right now. Because you see every time he's putting pressure on that leg, he is He's wincing in pain, and this is not looking good right now.
That was a brutal. You'll notice very often when people throw the leg into the apron, they'll target the knee. Tresario adjusted. He adjusted the angle to make sure that it was the ankle that hit the apron right there in the corner. That was absolutely vicious.
And, oh!
Now coming back to something you said earlier, you called Tresario creepy. You called him scary. You say that, all I see is focus. There is no man in Best of the West more focused on being the top, the cream of the crop, than Steven Tresario.
Oh, look at the two for flinching. Oh, man. AJ should know better than that. He's learned. He's been around people that know that. Well, look at this. Whoa! But, oh, no. What you see there, I don't know if you caught that there, AGB.
Yes.
When he went for the hook, he dropped down because he couldn't put any pressure on the leg.
It was a last gasp of energy, I'll say. But because he was unable to put weight on that leg, he couldn't. Oh, just because he was unable to put weight on that leg, he was unable to get the bridge, which allowed Tresario to kick out.
And AJ, again, fighting basically from his knee. I don't want to say knees because if he that whole side of his body is just completely disabled at this point. So he's trying to fight with all he has left here.
That leg probably unable to sustain weight for very long at all at this stage. That ankle has taken so much abuse, a targeted attack from Tresario. Now that he has his target, his sights are set in and he will not let go.
Oh! Look at this. Into the ropes. Oh! AJ should not run, though. He didn't run there. Smart move there. Running Bulldog got it.
You could see if he was able to run, how much more momentum. Hold up, two. Just how much more momentum he could have got if he was able to get a full head of steam into that. Instead, only able to get about a step and a half into that clothesline in the corner, severely hindering his offense.
Yeah, I watched that clearly there, and that was really smart on AJ's part. He didn't let the momentum take over there, because if he would have let the momentum take over there, AGB, he would have probably ran completely probably about halfway to the ring, and then went for the diving headbutt, or excuse me, the diving bulldog, and then look at this, trying to use his strength here, not working out though. Tresario
into
caught.
the ropes. Kirsch manages to get away. Can he get the power? No, not enough. Tresario able to slip out.
Look at this. Oh!
Smashes his face into the cap. Not sure what you call that, a reverse sling blade of some sort?
We would definitely say that was a reverse sling blade. Very innovative there. And look at this. Oh, wow. Looks like he slipped a little bit there, but look, he got all of it. It looks like two. Oh, that leg finally comes into play for the
Referee
positive
Wiggles
part.
having his eyes on the prize, making sure the leg. Oh, no, no, no! Oh!
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That was disgusting. If you have this on demand, go back. Slow that down and look at the angle that AJ's ankle bent.
Oh, no. That might be it
That
here.
axe kick has to be it.
Two. Oh.
No. Tresario isn't done with him. Tresario has accused AJ of being a charlatan, being a glory hog, trying to have his cake and eat it too by being on the big stage while not fighting the battles that he has to get there. Tresario wants to make sure Kirsch knows not to get in his round, but Kirsch fighting back.
Oh, look at the counter though. Again, Steven Tresario caught it. That time he makes it happen.
Now Kirsch has been so hurt and so immobilized with his ankle, not able to get out of the way of that elbow drop. Any breath that he takes, he's thinking about that ankle.
Yeah, and again, like as you touched on, AGB, if you're watching this on demand or if you're picking this up on DVD, oh, stunner!
Out of nowhere, that stunner. He's gonna go for another.
One more. Oh, that might be it. AJ might pull off
This
the win
is his
here.
last best chance to cut off the win. Now he has to drag Steven away from the ropes.
1, 2. Ah.
So many factors there. If only he was able to move a little quicker. If only he didn't have to pull Steven away from the ropes. That could have been AJ Kirsch's moment. Slipped to his feet. He's trying to rally this crowd. Does he have what it takes to put away Tresario?
At this point, AGB, he's going to have to do something. He's going to have to just grin and bear the pain because he's basically, he's...
Go for a third.
Third, no. Look at this. Wait a minute.
Gets the stop.
Oh, no. What's he going for here?
Tresario going for a clover leaf of some sort.
Oh, an inverted version of a clover leaf.
An inverted clover leaf. Applying additional pressure to that ankle. You see how he has his legs bent in on one another. All that pressure is on the ankle and on the back. AJ Kirsch, he's turned away from the ropes. He may have no choice here. Now he's got the grapevine. He's stuck in deep. AJ Kirsch has nowhere to go.
AJ, come on.
And he taps.
Oh, no.
Well, it was certainly an incredible effort from AJ Kirsch, but I believe Steven Tresario has proved his point. AJ is the past. Tresario is the future.
AGB, I'm speechless right now. I cannot believe Steven Tresario. I never doubted Steven Tresario, AGB, but I had a lot of faith in AJ. In seeing this right now with him being basically escorted out by referee Wiggles is a really crappy sight to see here. And I guess congratulations to Steven Tresario, but AJ, I don't know what. I'm speechless for AGB. I really am.
It was the damage to the ankle. As soon as that ankle was hurt, Tresario had his target, and all he needed to do was stay focused. If there's one thing the man with the snap can do, it is stay focused.
And he deserves this win. This might arguably be one of the biggest wins in Best of the West history here.
Certainly the biggest win of Steven Tresario's career. Certainly a matchup that lived up to all the expectations.
And look at the fans here. They're just as shocked as I am here, AGB. Like, I don't even know what to say
Why
right
are you
now.
shocked? Steven Tresario, I've been saying it as long as I've been at this desk. Steven Tresario is a man on the rise. Steven Tresario, in this moment, has proven why he is the soon-to-be-called best of the West.
Shut up and sit down. shut up and sit down.
What's up? It's Mr. Athletic Jeff Cobb here, and you're watching Best of the West.
Hey man, whoa. I'm not here to fight you today. I know one day you're gonna want to come at this, but you're not gonna get that tonight. Tonight, I need a tag team partner. And against Funnybone, who knows what kind of sick, twisted, deranged individual he's gonna bring out tonight. So I want the guy who beat James Storm last month in my corner. But hey, I'm not just asking for a favor, I'm here offering you an opportunity. What better way to elevate yourself to get a shot at this than pinning a former champion here tonight? So what do you say? You scratch my back, and I'll scratch yours.
How about you scratch my back, and I'll scratch that title?
Whoever gets the win tonight.
AJ Kirsch backstage at Best of the West Visalia. I'm sorry the lighting is so bad. I thought my eyes were deceiving me, but no. He is here. The warlord of weird, Sin Bodhi, is here at Best of the West.
People of the Bourgeois want to know why. People of the Bourgeois want to know why. Why do I call it Bourgeois? Well, doesn't Best of the West make sense when you make it short like that? I don't know. Maybe. But why? Let's not dance around why I am at the Bourgeois. To have fun, of course!
I remember first night downtown on New. I was there with all my friends. You were there with me, and we were walking down on East End.
Best of the West fans, this is J.R. Kratos, and you are now tuned in to Best of the West.
Welcome back to Best of the West Ignition. It is now time for your main event of the evening, a Titanic tag team match about to happen right now. Let's send it to our ring announcer, Jason Hastings.
The following contest is your main event of the evening, and it is a tag team match scheduled for one fall, where each wrestler has a mystery opponent. Coming to the ring first, he is currently your Best of the West heavyweight champion from the Lost Coast, Arcata, California. The California Black Sheep, Mike Rayne.
And there is your Best of the West heavyweight champion. And look at the smile on his face. In his mind, he had a date with destiny and it lived up to and exceeded all of his expectations.
wrestler of my generation. I have the trophy.
This is the first we've seen of the California Black Sheep since that hellacious steel cage match at the Year 2 pay-per-view against Funnybone when he acquired that title. Looks like he has recovered greatly, but what shape is his body really in at this point?
I'm sure that match took months, if not years, off the lives of both competitors. Both the champion, Mike Rayne, and the former champion, your demigod of death, Funnybone.
It'll be interesting to see who will be partners with Mike Rayne. He's not the most social sort of man. With whom might he find an ally in this locker room?
I don't know, but we're about to find out.
And Mike Rayne's tag team partner.
Is that who I think it is?
I do believe so.
Yes, it is. Wow. Adam Mayhem coming off of perhaps the biggest win of his career in defeating Johnny Butabi and former TNA heavyweight champion Cowboy James Storm in the same match. Mike Rayne has gone out and found himself somebody with all the momentum in the world.
You say arguably, I would say definitively the biggest win of Adam Mayhem's career at our Year 2 pay-per-view. This is a team of winners right here. And you know what I take this to mean? Adam Mayhem wants his name associated with the heavyweight championship.
Well, way to go, Adam Mayhem. Well, I can't blame him. If you're not here to be the best, you can GTFO, bro. But I think you're right. Look at him. He's eyeballing that championship hard. I think a part of him thinks if he can prove himself to Mike Rayne as his tag team partner, perhaps he can attract his interest as an opponent.
I am most certainly watching this match. Funnybone is due a rematch, but beyond that, we will need challenges.
And speaking of,
Coming to the ring, he is the father of filth, the original nightmare, your demigod of death. This is Funnybone!
and there he is, the former Best of the West champion. And I gotta say, it just doesn't look the same without him coming out sans championship.
A bizarre and unfamiliar sight. Funnybone, waist unadorned by that Best of the West heavyweight championship. I would say he looks particularly angry, but he always looks particularly angry.
He always looks like he's ready to eat somebody's face, basically. But I have to agree with you though. It's not often you can say that your threshold of pain, that your toughness, that your tolerance for punishment. Oh my God, he's coming over here.
Please. I implore you, please don't touch me.
As I was saying, it's not often that anybody can say that they out-toughed Funnybone, but Mike Rayne can lay claim to just that. And I have to believe that ever since Funnybone lost that Best of the West Heavyweight Championship, he has been on an absolute warpath.
And took a pile driver off the top rope, through 6 chairs to put away Funnybone.
Sickening.
Whatever does Mike Rayne intend to do tonight? Not to mention the variable of this mystery partner.
And his tag team partner.
Oh my God. You've got to be kidding me. It's the Warlord of Weird, Sin Bodhi. It's about to get weird at Best of the West.
When last we saw Sin Bodhi, he and Funnybone were attempting to rip each other's faces off. That is until Mike Rayne interrupted the match. And now it appears that these two madmen are on the same page.
And can you imagine the carnival of carnage that's about to take place if these two are on the same page? And Adam Mayhem looks like he's just seen a ghost. And Mike Rayne looks like he's in for a long night.
Two of the most unbalanced, unhinged, chaotic, call it what you will, insane individuals that could ever tag team together. Funnybone and Sin Bodhi.
Look at the image of these two side by side. How would you like to be standing across the ring from these two? I am so glad I am not Adam Mayhem and Mike Rayne right now.
Not to be vulgar, but if that image does not make your sphincter tremble just a little bit, I don't know what's wrong with you.
I'm sorry, make you do what now?
What? Ignore me.
Okay.
Continue.
Look at the look. Sin Bodhi is absolutely just relishing the terror on the face of Adam Mayhem.
This has been the first time we've seen Sin Bodhi in a little while here.
Get weird!
And it sounds like Visalia is about to get weird.
If you ask me, there are already a lot of weirdos. What must the planning session between Funnybone and Sin Bodhi look like? Is there even any planning?
Yeah, I was gonna say. These two look like the personification of a therapy session. And then there's Sin Bodhi and Funnybone.
Mike Rayne looking to start off. Quite the fighting champion. Quite a statement he's making in his first match as champion.
Well, remember, though, this is not for the Best of the West Heavyweight Championship.
No, it is not. It is tag team competition, but this certainly would establish a bit of a pecking order going forward in my eyes.
And it looks like this crowd wants to see Funnybone start it off. And there's the tag.
And we're starting off with
And quickly, the California Black Sheep, Mike Rayne, perhaps turning a little yellow and tagging in the Puerto Rican Nightmare, Adam Mayhem.
Last time Mike Rayne faced Funnybone and took a pile driver off the top rope through 6 chairs to defeat him. Perhaps he needs just a moment to collect, to decide a new course of action to victory, and here we go!
Adam Mayhem, one side of the ring to another. Leapfrog rolls through, Funnybone up to his feet. There's a sweep and a cover, 1 count. Another sweep, another cover, and Funnybone up to his feet. And Mike Rayne immediately skitters off the side of the apron.
Do not be fooled by the skull, even though Funnybone is possibly a dead person. He is as quick as they come.
And Funnybone just smiled in the face of that vicious chop. Oh, that sickening thud, oh God.
Skin just shivered.
Up and over goes Funnybone. Kick to the midsection, now to the chest. Enziguri to the side of the head, and Funnybone is on fire right now.
And Adam Mayhem is now feeling that dangerous striking ability by Funnybone.
And for the first time in action in this match, here comes the Warlord of Weird, Sin Bodhi. Readjusts his jaw, and now Adam Mayhem finds himself in the middle of a nightmare of his own.
Very bad place to be. I think Sinbodi could just do this for an hour straight.
Sinbodi living in his own. What is he doing? Thanks him for setting him up for what looked like a backslide. Oh, God.
No. Oh!
And again, another sickening thud.
Thud tearing through the chest of Adam Mayhem. Perhaps even stopping his heart for a moment.
And now ripping at the face. Fish hooking him on either side of the mouth. Again, not legal. Was it your choice to put Wiggles in control of this contest? Because, come on, you got 4 of
He's
the most
senior
destructive.
referee for this evening. He'll do fine.
Another knee lift. Forearm takes down the Puerto Rican Nightmare. There's a cover. And only a 1 count still early on in this contest.
Oh, you're so sad you couldn't shill your merchandise, I'm sure.
I was. I look forward to that. I'm sure there'll be plenty of opportunities.
Not if Funnybone and Sinbodi have their way. Thrusting the eye socket into the elbow. Sinbodi
saw the strike coming, blocked him.
Now, things are going to get very weird for Adam Mayhem.
Headbutt after headbutt. Adam Mayhem. Sinbodi is slowing down a little bit.
To be honest, I don't know that the man feels pain, though.
Dragging him around by the dreads?
By the ear, I believe.
Oh! Mike Rayne got caught trying to come in from behind, but a rake in the eyes from Adam Mayhem. And a clothesline takes down the Warlord of Weird.
Great strategic planning by this team of Rayne and Mayhem. Rayne comes in to distract Sinbodi, and that gives Mayhem enough time to regroup and attack the eye.
The reigning Best of the West heavyweight champion, Mike Rayne, all up in the grill of Sinbodi before delivering a forearm right to the chest. I think both competitors with the same idea. Mike Rayne thought he got the worst of it. In fact, it was Sinbodi.
Sinbodi now looking to regroup, needs to get a little distance, but Mike Rayne absolutely not letting up, seemingly going after the windpipe of Sinbodi.
Trying to break the arm of Sinbodi. He's got a hammerlock sunk in nice and deep. Sinbodi does not give it up, though.
That is a textbook hammerlock. Note how all the pressure is on the wrist, which follows through to the elbow, follows through to the shoulder, can dislocate the entire arm.
Sinbodi, though, able to get behind it. There's a jaw jacker.
And this
Funnybone gets his boot up during the attempt at a turnbuckle. It turned into him eating a boot. And whoa, look at that. Adam Mayhem wants nothing to do with it. And I think it just dawned on Mike Rayne that he's got to go it alone.
Neither team member wanting to deal with Funnybone in this enraged state. He is just here to inflict maximum carnage to the jaw.
Oh,
and
you were not kidding.
Mike Rayne.
There's a bicycle kick, a pair of them, and then a knee right underneath the chin. He's going for that demon spike. Mike Rayne saw it coming. Slinks out the ring.
And Adam Mayhem seizes the opportunity to do damage to Funnybone, probably the freshest competitor in this match. Up until that very moment, Funnybone's face hitting that ring post.
I remember first night downtown on New. I was there with all my friends. You were there with me, and we were walking down on East End. I heard you whispering my name, 'cause I love the way I feel whenever I am living in this place. Then the phone line.
Shut up and sit down. Shut up and sit down.
This is the bearded outlaw, the cowboy, James Storm, and you are watching the best of the West. And if you're not, sorry about your damn luck.
Funnybone took a hard shot to the post earlier. Perhaps damaging the neck and head might be the way to go, but just like that. Funnybone fights out, but Mayhem stays on top of him. Note how much slower Funnybone is moving since he took that shot to the ring post.
I've got to think these two are still not 100% recovered from their classic, their brutal confrontation at the Best of the West 2-year anniversary pay-per-view. These guys tore each other apart. And I'm not just talking about injuries and pain. I'm talking about losing sleep after a match like that. And I think you're right there. Zeroing in on the head and neck of Funnybone, and only a 2 count.
Neck always an important target. You control that neck, you control the head, you control the body. If you can damage that neck, you can severely slow an opponent down, but they might not answer to that 3 count.
Adam Mayhem now. Headbutt to Funnybone. I don't know how wise that is. Funnybone almost notorious for his devastating headbutts.
2 hard-headed competitors.
Come on, Boner!
It's a nice snap suplex.
Adam Mayhem, though, managing to maintain control over Funnybone.
And to their credit, Mike Rayne and Adam Mayhem doing a great job of cutting off the ring, isolating their opponent.
They have operated very cohesively since taking control here. I think Adam Mayhem might be making the case that he deserves to be in this title contention.
Oh. Backdrop, but Mike Rayne hangs on. Oh, God! Double stomp right to the sternum. And I gotta think Mike Rayne is not giving Adam Mayhem a damn thing unless these two can come out victorious here tonight.
Absolutely not. That double stop, I think, took all the wind out of Mike Rayne's chest. Now gasping for air. Both men on an even keel looking to tag their partners.
And here comes Sinbo D. Oh! Launches Adam Mayhem right into his own tag team partner.
Heads collided on the way down.
And they're not done. Heads collided again.
This is a bad position for the team of Rayne and Mayhem.
A double monkey flip? What the hell?
Oh my goodness!
And we've seen this before, Sinbo D.
Hey, Millie!
Forearm, and he just choke slams himself on top of Mike Rayne. 1, 2.
Adam Mayhem, though, the wherewithal after taking that nasty shot from Funnybone, still manages to break up the pin. Sinboni, though.
Sin Bodhi sent off the ropes, ducks the double clothesline. Clotheslines both Mike Rayne and Adam Mayhem out to the outside, and Funnybone is about to get dangerous.
Oh no, look out!
Suicide dive to the outside.
Push that barricade about 2 feet into the crowd while he's at it. That's that veteran wherewithal of Sin Bodhi and Funnybone.
Back body drop. He almost touched that chandelier. Funnybone up top, looking for that demon stomp. And he got all of it. And Wiggles saying he's not the legal guy. Funnybone not the legal, no.
There was a tag made.
He was in, man, come on.
Some confusion here. Watch the referees and
Oh, there's a low blow from behind while Wiggles' back is turned.
Pushes
Funnybone shoved outside, roll up. There's 2. He's got the tights, and they pull it off. What the hell?
The Puerto Rican Nightmare, Adam Mayhem, and your Best of the West Heavyweight Champion, the California Black Sheep,
Another big win from Mayhem, and more momentum from Mike Rayne as he heads towards his inevitable clash, his inevitable rematch with Funnybone.
Just when you think Adam Mayhem couldn't have any more momentum on his side.
And he has made some dangerous enemies in this. I can assure you of that much.
Wait, Funnybone giving chase to Mike Rayne.
Stalking Mike Rayne.
And
if
Adam Mayhem
was smart, he might wish to do the same.
Adam Mayhem has no idea what awaits him.
I think he just...
Oh!
He just figured it out now. And he's not going to like this any better.
No, he is not. Oh! Headbutt right to the nether regions. And now Funnybone and Sin Bodhi, center of the ring. Don't do it, Wiggles.
This is
AJ Kirsch, come and check it out for me, bro.
I'm good, thank you. It's probably fine.
We don't want to see that. We don't need to see that.
No.
No, please. It's a family show.
They look fine. Funnybone. No, Wiggles! What are you going to do about this? We've seen this week after week with talent putting their hand on officials. What are you going to do about this?
I'll have a discussion with their union. Oh no, this is bad.
Yeah, this is bad. Oh! Demon Valley driver. Wiggles' mom is going to be pissed.
But I shall have a discussion with Mama Wiggles.
She just watched her only child just get dumped on his head on television. Oh, great. Here comes Steven. No.
Right. You know what? No, actually, it can happen to him. That's fine.
Oh! He's just a child.
Sin Bodhi and Funnybone are absolutely irate.
And Landis.
That's a good idea.
Hey, he's out of the ring now.
This is
You know what? I'll shed no tears for Landis. Perhaps he needs a further reprimand. These two can enact it.
Landis looks terrified. Oh! Knocked him out with one forearm. Oh no.
Well, it's our main event for the evening anyways. We don't need the referees.
Where's Nuck Nuck? Wait a second. Sin Bodhi's saying, wait up a second. He's going to choke slam himself. And then the demon stomp. Oh! Landis greatness is dead again.
It's true.
Funnybone and Sin Bodhi standing tall, but at the end of the day, it goes down as a victory for the Puerto Rican Nightmare, Adam Mayhem, and the reigning Best of the West heavyweight champion, the California Black Sheep, Mike Rayne. Wiggles, are you alive? He does not look good.
We knew it would be chaos with these two on the same page. Little did we realize the havoc it would cause.